So a few days ago, I put a challenge out, and not so much a challenge, but a question out to the audience. And I really wanted to see where are we in terms of our activism. And I made it a big point to say that, at least on my show, I don't criticize people who are out there doing. Because I'm not out here doing, I'm doing a show, I'm giving commentary, right? There are people who are literally on the ground out there right now working. And so my job is to lift them up and not to destroy them, like so many other outlets would try to destroy the activists. And once I put that video out, someone reached out to me, one of our listeners, Liz Booth. She reached out to me about Lancaster Stand Up. It's the project that she's working on directly. Liz is on the leadership committee for a grassroots progressive organization in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and it's called Lancaster Stand Up. Lancaster Stands Up, and it's located in South Central Pennsylvania. She is a married mom, a full-time employee in healthcare, and she takes time for activism. Liz, how are you? Thanks so much for joining me.
Hello.
Hey, yeah, we have you live on air, Liz. How are you?
Good. How are you, Ben?
I'm doing great. Listen, I thank you for watching the video and recognizing that you are out there working, doing exactly what I was advocating for people to do. Would you tell us more about Lancaster Stands Up?
Absolutely. First, Ben, thank you so much for having me on your show. I'm a fan. I listen, and I just appreciate everything that you are doing in the progressive movement. So thank you for all you do.
Thank you.
Lancaster Stands Up. We are a grassroots progressive organization formed in reaction to the election of Donald Trump. Basically, it was a group of a few people that, this group started in a living room of mostly Bernie Sanders volunteers, most people that volunteered on Bernie Sanders' campaign. And we're just really upset at the election of Donald Trump. So, we saw an opportunity to push progressive politics by sort of becoming a vessel for people to channel their frustrations, their outrage, their need to do something, into, mobilizing these people to get involved in their government at the local, state, and even national level.
Right. Awesome.
That's sort of what we're doing.
What are some of the goals? Like, I saw a piece in The Nation, which is great. Like, for an organization that's just getting started, and that's getting its your feet underneath you. You've already gotten some national coverage. Tell me about the process that you and the team have gone through there, some of the successes and some of your end goals. What are you trying to accomplish?
Well, right now we're, currently working to build an infrastructure in, our group, just because we want to eventually, hopefully be a group that has some political power in our areas to able to run, progressive candidates, or at least endorse them, or, just sort of, shape the political atmosphere here in Lancaster and abroad. But so that's sort of what we're doing right now. But over the last several months, we've been very reactionary in a lot of ways to, obviously to the election we started. And then, we just kind of, every new thing that Donald Trump or the Republicans or, have sort of come out with or have done that have been upsetting to people, like the Muslim ban, obviously this healthcare bill. We've just mobilized, people who have come out to our community meetings. We have a community meeting once a month that people can come, and we basically plan an agenda, and we talk about, what's happening. Well, first we spend time, number one, allowing people to express how they feel, what's been going on. We draw people from not just the city where we're based, but also the county. And, we find a lot of people that are coming in and just so frustrated and upset, and, they don't really know who to connect with and who to talk to. And they see our online stuff, they see our flyers. And so they come, and we just allow people to sort of decompress and just, let that out. And I think that's really helpful. And then we give them tools, and we give them a way to plug in and get involved. So we've done a lot of different actions. We've had a sit-in at Representative Lloyd Smucker. He's our representative in Congress, and we've had a sit-in on against the health care bill in April when that was in the House. We went and occupied his office. We've also picketed his office many times. He also will not hold a town hall. He's one of those.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
One of many. So we went to we bought tickets to a Chamber of Commerce event of several of us and went in and confronted him there. So, we held a rally in the center of the city, and 2,000 people came out
Wow.
in support of our Muslim and immigrant and refugee community.
That's
That was
awesome.
in January. So there's just a lot of things. I mean, that's just the tip of the iceberg. We're doing a
Wow.
lot
You know, yeah, and
with a little.
absolutely, and I mean that's like the I love what you just said. Like, you're doing a lot with a little. That's like the Progressive Army motto. We we are so efficient with everything, even our time and our resources, because we don't have much time and we don't have many resources. But I love what you all are doing there. What you're doing is you are locally grounded, right? You're locally rooted,
Right.
and you're serving as an outlet to the people in the community to not only give them a place to decompress and speak out, but also to get active. And I think those types of relationships are super critical, especially as you get ready to move into the next phase where you want to either endorse candidates or run candidates. It's the local groups that actually make the difference, because you will know, Lancaster stands up. You'll know the community in ways that a national candidate won't. So tell me more about the community that you're building within the community there with Lancaster Stands Up.
Well, one of the things that we are really excited about and we've done, but are also planning, more actions in the future is just canvassing. And that's something I think that is
Yeah.
so important, particularly for progressives today. It's meeting people, meeting your neighbor, going out, stepping out of your comfort zone
Yeah.
in some ways,
Yeah.
because when we brought this idea up at one of our meetings, our monthly meetings with our the people that attend, some people were like, I don't know about this, but
Right.
we actually trained people. Some of us have done just voter registration and stuff. So we held a little mini training so people could get a little more comfortable, let them role play, going up, and
Awesome.
pretending to talk to somebody, and then sent people out, and it was a great success. And we went door to door, and we have a knock every door kind of a philosophy. That's what we're wanting to do, and just to really meet people and personally invite them. I mean, there's
Yeah.
great things that are being done online for sure, but we find that you take that next step and you meet all kinds of people who are apathetic, people
Hmm.
who think this doesn't matter in my everyday life. And if you just start having that conversation with them, they realize, hey, maybe this does matter, and they come to an event and they're kind of plugged in at that point. So it's been really successful, and we're really excited.
Okay, listen, two
Mhm.
things. One, thank you so much for doing this and for whatever everyone is doing there. They don't know me, but tell them that the Progressive Army says thank you, because this is what we need. We need people
They
to
know you.
actually
They're
do.
they're yeah, they know you. Just so you know, there were I told people I was going to be on this, and everybody was really excited. So
Well, that's
so
awesome. I
Lancaster
appreciate
is
that.
aware of the Benjamin Dixon show.
Well, you got me blushing now, and I don't think they could see the, I don't get rosy, but I'm blushing on air. But no, we seriously appreciate people who do, and to me, the people who go out there and do are far more important than people like me who just commentate on people who do. So I'm a fan of theirs. Let them know that we're a fan of theirs, and we want to support them however we can. And then the second thing I want to say before I give you the last word, I want you to tell everyone how to get up with you. Liz, you have a fabulous voice, and you communicate the message so wonderfully. I think that just a suggestion that you should consider doing something on audio, like a podcast for that group, and to just share something, because I think you have a winning voice, and you say what you guys are doing so well. That might be another piece in your arsenal that could help you out. But that's just my 2 cents. Let's tell everyone how to get up with you and how they can support what you're doing.
Well, I will say, Ben, that we have actually discussed doing something,
See, there you
possible
go.
podcast or something like this. But, again, we're working people that, most of us work full time and are just
Hmm.
coming together to do this after work and on the weekends and stuff. So that's in the works, hopefully. But thank you so much for the compliment. That's
My
very
pleasure.
nice. Okay, so how people can find out more about Lancaster Stands Up, we have a website, lancasterstandsup.org. People can go there. We have a very active and wonderful Facebook presence. We have a group and a page. People can just go in and search for Lancaster Stands Up,
Hmm.
and they'll find our group and our page. We're also on other social media. We're on Twitter at Lancaster Stands Up. We're on Instagram as well. So, find us there. And we'd love to connect with other people and talk with, everybody further. This has been a great, I mean, as upsetting as this election season has been and sort of going into this, I think it's really exciting, the progressive movement and what the inroads we can make as progressives. And that makes me hopeful and excited for the future.
Liz, I just sent you in Twitter. I just sent you a handle for my producer, David. I want you to send him some of those links so he could drop them in our chat rooms before the end of the show. So go ahead and send that over to him, and we want to make sure we push as much support your way as we can. Thanks so much for your time, Liz.
Thanks, Ben.